nothing around here. Like, it's farms. It's been farms the whole time. It was nice before, and now it's just the same. However, the last time I got off the highway, I was greeted by a gentleman's club. This exit that I'm going to get off, I just saw a nice billboard for an adult store. So they may not have much of anything. It explains everything. This is how boring this whole area is, that people need to constantly masturbate, watch naked ladies dancing around, just something to entertain themselves. So there's a fun fact for you. I think I'm in, let's see, I'm on 81. No idea what town. Obviously still Pennsylvania, but yes. The mid-southern, mid-Pennsylvanians like to whack off, okay? Just saw a guy towing a flatbed trailer, whatever you want to call it, full of coolers. You know, just good old-fashioned coolers. So my obvious assumption is that he's going hunting. You know, so he can bring meat back wherever he lives. So I pull up to get a look at the guy. Again, assuming hunter. And he's definitely a serial killer. Nothing hunter-ish about him. So if somebody has been murdering and dismembering people in the middle of Kentucky, he was spotted driving down the I-64 West, 1:26 p.m. on Tuesday. So you're welcome, FBI. Just saw a license plate said "cute girl," so I obviously look over, and the woman is way too old to be considered cute. But like that wrong age, because once you're old, like elderly, you can be cute again. But definitely not the right age to be cute, which reminds me, or not reminds me, but new idea when I get home. Definitely gonna get a vanity plate that says hot chick, just so people constantly judge me when I drive around. Sounds fun. I just saw a church named Ignite Church, and I was like, Ignite Church, that's a weird name for a church. And then as I got close to it, the windows and everything are boarded up. Someone must have set it on fire. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't name your church Ignite. You're just asking for problems, I'd imagine. Now there's really nothing, which means that once again the Billboard star, and like once every be huge cactuses, because I'm pretty sure I can see them anywhere. Second time I saw a sign that said, watch out, don't hit our workers. Avoid $10,000 fine. Because, you know, killing people, because let's be honest, we're doing 75 miles an hour on this road. I mean, it's the speed limit, 75. You're not going to end up with a broken bone or two. I mean, that's dead speeds. But in order to, it doesn't say, don't hit our workers, save a life. It says, don't hit our workers, avoid $10,000 fine. And once again, hitchhikers may be escaping inmates. Is this a thing that happens? Is this a common occurrence? One, inmates escaping, period. I didn't think that happened a lot. And two, when the inmates escape, they approach Route 40 and try to flag down a car. I mean, the state, nation, who puts signs on interstates, intrastates? Well, either way, I guess the state paid money for these signs. So, I mean, it's cheaper than keeping the inmates in prison. But again, I can't imagine it is enough of a problem, a frequent enough occurrence to warrant the installation of a sign. They must have just had a leftover budget or something, and there was a jokester out there who thought it would be funny to make that sign. And you guys have no idea how lucky you are that I can't play my music while doing the video, because it's Android Auto, I don't know, right? Boomer Julie doesn't have an Apple, iPhone, whatever you call it. See, I don't even know what to call it. But anyway, because if I did, it would be karaoke for hours. Hours upon hours upon hours. Anyway, yes, you're welcome for being a boomer and having an Android, because no one wants to hear me singing in a car by myself for however many hours. 29 hours. That's a lot. It's a lot of singing. I've been doing it anyway when I'm not recording. All of these truck drivers, because I don't just, you see me, y'all have seen me karaoke at some point, right? I have to get really into it. So I'm really into it. Also notice, if you're dancing while you're driving, then the wind doesn't bother you as much, because you're already doing the thing that the van's doing. So I assume you can see those windmills, the fans, the giant fan. Is it called a windmill? I mean, it makes sense. They're milling wind, right? Anyway, can you see the giant cross? Because the next rest stop is supposed to be inspiring. And since the sun's still up and I'm in Texas, for Christ's sake, I'm going to stop at the inspiring rest stop. And hopefully it's more than just that cross. Are they called semis? I mean, I know they're tractor trailers. But why are they called semis? Because there's another thing that comes to mind every time I say the word semi. You dirty minded people. I know you know what I'm talking about. So I don't know why I call them semis all the time. I mean, I get Mack trucks, but I know Mack because Mack is the like Kleenex. just can't throw litter. What in the world? This is a truck. Demolished truck. I don't even know how something, holy, okay. There was way, I mean, that truck was obviously demolished for, didn't just happen. There was, no, obviously it's been cleaned up. But the amount of wildlife that was around it, like, get the bodies out, right? You don't just let nature take its course with a traffic collision. We are entering Coco Nino, obviously. We're entering Coconino, which is Navajo for a whale's vagina. Okay, so the next town's name is Winona. And judging by this mountain, if you don't want to go over or around or through the mountain, then you better get off in Winona. I saw a sign that said elevation 6,000 feet. What seemed like at least one ear pop ago. So crazy. I mean, it's well over a mile vertical from Newtown. Well over a mile vertical. I've never been this high before in my life. This is like Snoop Dogg elevation. No, Willie Nelson elevation. Okay, I lied because I just drove over Dry Beaver Creek, so I had to share. But I don't like driving around the side of a mountain in a vehicle. Like if I was walking, fine, but like, oh, there's also falling rock signs. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be driving in this high top vehicle, which, hey, look in front of us, there's another one of me. And then a rock is going to fall down the side of the mountain and barrel into the side of my vehicle. So the boulder is going to bash into the side of my vehicle, and then my vehicle is going to go over the other side, down the mountain, end over end. Who knows what'll happen? Hell of a way to go, right? Then they'll leave my body in the crushed vehicle so nature can take over. Zion doesn't sugarcoat. Road damage, next mile. They don't call it rough, they don't call it anything. It just says road damage. Not shysty. That's just real, honest, and in your face. Bump with an arrow. So this must not be damaged. I don't see a bump. Where's this bump? Is this it? When I said I wanted to see different wild animals crossing the road, turkey, I'm stopping for more turkeys. Go ahead, guys. Go right ahead. This is not what I had in mind. They are turkeys, right? I thought I was in the middle of nowhere before. Guys, is this person a ghost? Can you see them, or is it just me and I can see ghosts? It's been like 90 miles and I don't have any radio and there's nothing going on. And you know, what I wouldn't give for an adult store billboard right now. You know, I thought there was nothing going on in the Midwest. No, there was at least billboards. I'm going to get myself some Apache memorabilia. Memorabilia? Is that what you call it? I don't think so. I think that might be cultural appropriation. But I'm going to get myself some Apache something. I'm thinking about just pulling over on the side of the road and picking up a rock. But, I mean, y'all seen that Brady Bunch movie, right? You don't just take stuff from native land or else, you know, bad juju the high school's mascot is in Red Mesa, Arizona? The Redskins. Homemade billboard, just on the side of the road. It was right after a thing that said something about beef satisfying, I don't know. But point of the story is, it said, I'd rather be a cow than a condom. Another interesting fact is I've had no cell phone reception pretty much the entire time I've been in, around, and on top of mountains. So, you know, people go to like the top of a mountain for cell phone reception. I still call bullshit because I've been at the top, I've been in between, and I've been on the side, and still no service. Again, I call bullshit on Hollywood because going to the top of the mountain does not get cell phone reception back. It just doesn't exist here. Just like I said, hanging out at a barbershop where the one chick was talking about that Twilight's a pedophile movie. The whole thing's about pedophiles, and then you got another pedophile imprinting on it. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm really, really surprised there's not more penises on these. I don't see any, to be honest with you. Do you guys love it? Do you love it? I just spray painted a penis on a car in the middle of the desert. I realized that I can't get steak in Texas because I order steak well done. And I think that's grounds for getting shot in Texas. So you might be in Texas if you see a billboard, and only one billboard, not a bunch of billboards on this road. One billboard that says, that's bashing both gays and Biden. You might be in Texas. Especially because they're blaming God. God does not agree with gays or Biden. Just farm. I love it. I love it. If you want beef, cheap gas, ridiculously high speed limits, and Jesus, Texas is your place. You may, need to watch out for the occasional rattlesnake or tornado, but otherwise, I mean, cheap gas, good beef, Jesus, Texas wins, guys. The only signs for anything around here are just very frequently just little green, like, state highway signs that say cemetery with an arrow. I've seen a bunch of them, and for the first couple times I just ignored it, but now I've been looking at the road that the little arrow points to, and it's just like a dirt road. I don't know, like, are the cemeteries BYOB? Bring your own backhoe, bring your own body. Just follow the sign and bury your loved ones. This next town coming up is called Acme. This is definitely where Wile E. Coyote gets his supplies from. Definitely. You might be in Texas if there's a Let's Go Brandon sticker on a fuel pump. Guys, I just want to let you know that Joe Biden sucks, and Jesus is my savior, but Trump is my president. Texas. These effing oil rigs are so cool. They're just like, so cool. Just saw a truck accessory shop called Hitchin' and Ditchin'. Well, if that's not a $1 billion idea, so I'm definitely going to open a chapel that does weddings and annulments, and it's going to be called hitching and ditching. Nobody steal my idea. I just saw the Lost State exhibit museum, and I was like, I thought all the Mexican stuff, left when I left Texas. Why is there a Lost State? Oh, Louisiana, LA. It wasn't Lost State. Why is it Kansas and Arkansas? Shouldn't it be Kansas and Arkansas? Or Arkansas and Kansas? Like, we just accept that it's Arkansas? What is wrong with us as Americans that we accept that a place clearly spelled Arkansas is pronounced Arkansas? This is not okay. Hey guys, stay alert for black bears on the highway, which obviously tells me that I'm never gonna see a black bear on the highway. I'm in farmland parts of Louisiana, which we've recently learned is like my favorite thing ever. And I still dislike it. What are they farming? Mud? I mean, everything is a swamp. Tuscaloosa, Alabama's coming up. Everybody knows about Tuscaloosa, Alabama, simply because they were rioting on April 25th, 1992, right? I mean, at least that's what Sublime says, and that is why everyone knows the great city of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Now, since they were part of the LA riots, don't think I want to be going there. I'm not, I'm just passing by, but it's a pretty good guideline. If the song is named, if the city is named in that song, don't go there. I'm stopping to get gas and beer, right? There's an archaeological park in Alabama called Moundville. I like that. The Harpersville Motel in Alabama should be renamed the Bates Motel. The sign on this Baptist church just said, "Sin bad, God good, come in." Not a good start, Georgia. Billboard that says, with a guy's face and says on such and such date, so and so was murdered at such and such place. Call with any tips. Then another billboard. Don't let meth steal your dopamine. Okay? These are the things we're talking about as soon as I enter Georgia. Murder and meth. And I already passed my first and second adult store. I don't know what part of Georgia I'm in, but it's not the welcoming committee that I would want for my state if this was my state. Well, it's Chattahoochee County. Chattahoochee. It's fun to say. Chattahoochee. Also, if I was Sasquatch, I would totally live here. This would be the area that I would live. I'm in Americus for the rest of us. Yep, there's a town in America called Americus. And I am in it. And there's a Martin Luther King Boulevard I was just on. And it really doesn't seem like it's for the rest of us. But it is Americus. I just saw a dead possum. Or did I? Effing possums. That's the picture with Bigfoot. I'm not even tall enough. I've been thinking, and at least I figured out why there's no concealed carry in the state of New Mexico or South Carolina. It's because people would be getting shot a lot just because they're so incredibly rude. This is what I've learned. In crazy gun law states, they're there for a reason, these strict laws. Because again, people would be getting shot left and right for the disrespect that they show each other constantly. Constantly. I had been waiting with bated breath for South Carolina's littering sign. Did not disappoint. It doesn't even tell you not to litter. It just says penalty for littering up to $1,000 and prison. I gotta say, there is litter everywhere. I mean, this is the most littered state I've been to yet. This road is insane. All the trash all over the sides of it. I mean, if there was this many people in prison for littering, maybe the prison crews could come out and pick up the litter. Exit now for freedom. It's a guns and ammo store. North Carolina is a little different than South Carolina. Show me your junk peddler's market. I have never, ever in my life wished so badly for a penis. Because, I mean, come on. How many people walk in there and show them their junk? I want to be one of those people. It could be the 9 hours of driving, but I'm pretty sure that sign over there just said biscuits and porn. A store called Class and Trash Antique Store. That almost rhymes. What was the other one I just saw? Eat My Nuts? I don't know. Something like that. I don't know what is going on around here. But it seems quite dirty. Welcome to the eastern shores of Virginia. You'll love our nature. Is that a pun? I feel like they're making a pun there. You know? Well, I love your nature, although it is gorgeous. See, just a land of hospitality. They're talking about their nature and their nature. Pun on your sign. Good job, Virginia.